everyone, Sam here from Wargamer Online again, and today we've got a bit of a quick unboxing. This is a sample set sent from TheXLC.co.uk. So there's Chris and Jody who both have created this awesome range of MDF scenery, and this is their latest one, which is coming to Kickstarter very soon. So it's called Station 111 or 111, and it's pre-printed MDF terrain. Now it's all got these little stickers, little backers. It tells you you've got to, that's it, a backing film. You've got to remove the film. You also need to build them with PVA glue or wood glue. So these have just been sent to us in the box. They were much neater than this. They were looked at in the studio and the backers have all been removed. But I'm just going to take them all out and we'll have a look at what you actually get in the sample set. Obviously the Kickstarter, when that goes live, that's the 30th of July, we'll have the full set, and that's going to be £150, but you get a huge amount of MDF terrain pieces in there. So there's also, along with the Kickstarter, there's going to be a few stretch goals. So if they hit those goals, there'll be I think they said there's going to be 5 broken bulkheads, so there's going to be a different version of that, and there's going to be a large bag of pre-printed matching MDF bases. So if you're going to be wanting to use this kit and have an army designed to work perfectly with it, there'll be MDF bases. And they've also said there'll be a few other stretch goals, but they'll be revealed at a later time, so it's definitely worth keeping an eye on where they go with this. So this is just showing you what the backing film looks like. You've got to be quite careful with these when you're peeling them off as well, because there was a couple where I peeled it and I did actually peel the pre-printed sticker as well. So just be careful that what you're removing is the film and not the sticker. Other than that, they're very detailed. They're quite simple to, take out the box, take the films off and then place together. And once you've got some PVA glue and actually put these in place, they're going to be a much solid fit. For now, I'm just balancing them all in place. They've also sent us this gaming mat. So this is an A4 sample, but there's going to be a much larger mat available in the Kickstarter kit when it is available. So I'm going to just test this. I'm going to roll it up a little bit, because one thing I find with mats is when you roll them and fold them, they generally have creases in them. So just folding it quite heavily here and seeing what it ends up like as it is a sample. And this is also water resistant as well, or fully water repellent. So you can actually spill stuff on this and wipe it clean. But I was just testing it to see how durable it was as well once you've knocked it around a little bit and folded the edges. Because at gaming clubs, or if you've got people over to play on your tables, sometimes they don't look after the stuff as well as you'd expect them to. So it's nice just to see if this stuff stands up to a little bit of punishment, which I can say it pretty much does. Obviously it's not been used, it's not been gamed on, but just from folding it up and pressing down on it, you can see there's not, no creases on there from this. So that's quite impressive straight away. So the material is quite nice. It is very smooth as well, so moving miniatures across there, if you're playing games where you use movement trays or larger horde infantry units, you'll be able to move them across quite easily because there's no textured areas where they're going to get stuck and fall over. So all in all, that's quite good. We'll be interested to see what they release in terms of other mats. Next, we're going to go on to the actual content. So we've got wall sections. Now they sent 3 of these, but in the actual set you get 65 of these, and you can see that the detail on them is rather nice. They're a little bit glossy, but they do come in 2 parts, so you just literally need to glue those together and then place them into the base that it comes with. But there's a variety of different designs on these walls. They're not all the same. The other thing you can do is slot these together. And that's the idea behind the Zone Mortalis setup. You can build whichever sort of setup you want, and you can combine them in different ways to create rooms. You can do corridors, you can do whatever you can design basically. It's almost like a Lego kit but with walls. And then once you've set it up, you can play games. And because I'm holding this together, I'm holding both parts of the wall together. It's not as easy as it would be if you had glued these. So that's really, really nice. We've also got one of the bulkheads. So the full kit includes 5 of these, and this has got a chevron base. Now, one thing I did find is even when I wasn't peeling back the film and accidentally peeling off the stickers, this pre-printed sticker is quite, I'm not going to say frail, but it does seem to be not as resistant as I was expecting it to be. So I'm not sure whether it would be a good idea to seal these beforehand. Potentially that would be an option. Now this is the most awesome part of the kit for me. It's a security gate. You get 4 of these in the Kickstarter kit. They sent 1 of them, but I just like the fact that it's fully working doors. They're on hinges and you can just play around with these all day. So kick open the doors with a Space Marine and walk through with a whole unit. The way that they're actually stuck together is quite intelligent, really. I mean, you take them out of the box, you put the bottom part onto the base and you lock it in with the hinge joint on the top. I mean, obviously, again, once you've PVA'd it, you don't need to worry about that all falling apart, but that is quite rigid and quite tough, even though it's not been glued together. And same as before, you can attach the walls onto this to create any sort of layout that you would want to do. I'm just going to play with the doors a little bit more. Okay, so that's cool. We'll move that one out of the way. Next, we have the security barriers. So the full kit includes 20 of these. I think we were sent 2 to try out, but there's 2 of these longer ones and there's also 2 smaller ones. So I'm not sure if that's part of the security barriers in total, but there's 4 other ones of these barriers. Now, one thing I did notice was when I was trying to place these together and make different layouts with them, they were pretty awkward when it came to using them. You can see there's a little gap in between these when you place them together. So they don't go together as well as the walls, and it's the same for both of these, the longer ones and the shorter ones. And I also tried to put these on the walls later on, and you'll see they don't go together as well. So I'm not sure if these are just supposed to be placed in an alleyway or a hallway or something, or in a room and not necessarily linked up, but that's the only thing I can see so far where it doesn't work perfectly. But other than that, they're rather nice. So you can see here, on here, it fits in perfectly there. But then as soon as you get a different wall, because of the way that these joints marry up with each other, you can't place the wall onto that barrier as well as connecting up to the other wall. And whichever way you do it, it doesn't work. So I'm not sure if that's how it was designed or if that will be changed when it's released for the Kickstarter. But the one thing I thought that you could fix it with is literally placing the 2 walls to one side and widening out that security barrier just by 1 either side, and that would fit in. But that's my only gripe. Everything else fits so perfectly. It just seems a little bit weird that the security barriers don't fit as well. But you can fit them on one side and just have a gap. It's not an issue, you just carry on. For the price as well, £150, you're getting 65 of these big wall sections, so you can make quite a decent sized board. Obviously it's pre-printed, so you don't have to bother painting anything. You literally take it out of the box, glue it together and stick it down and start playing. So just for ease of play, this kit's going to be pretty decent, and something that we would definitely use on the channel for our battle reports. Like I said, for Zone Mortalis or even Warhammer 40k games, we can just set it up and start playing pretty quickly. But other than that, they're really nice. I'm quite happy with the texture and the designs on these. Definitely go check them out. Like I said, it's the 30th of July, so it's literally around the corner. You'll probably see this video 1 or 2 days before it's available on Kickstarter, so I'll get the link in the description as soon as I've got it available. Check that out. Hopefully this video has helped you. There's a little marine there for scale and a little psyker here. Let's see what this looks like. But if it did help you and you're interested in this, give the video a like, comment if you think this is something that you would use and what game you would use it for. Other than that, thank you very much for watching, and I hope this has helped, and we'll see you on the next video and we'll flap some doors a little bit more. See you later.